Today I got some new toys from Aperture and Ecotech. Let's crack these babies open. Big thanks to Bulk Reef Supply, Ecotech, and AI for sending me out some toys. Nero 5 submersible pump. We got our light mounting kit. Couple of light mounting kits. Ooh. And we got us a nice looking Wavemaker, the Vortech MP40. Check it out. We gonna have fun opening these. Can you guess what's inside this big old monster? You got it, brand new aquarium lights. Boxes and boxes and boxes. We got us the next generation LED strip light. The Blade from Aperture. Here she is. This is your 66-inch Blade freshwater aquarium light from Aperture. Looks very nice, but let's get it on the tank and see what it looks like. Okay guys, the light you're seeing right now is the old Current USA that's always been on my tank. I'm gonna shut it off right now and turn on the Blade. Let's see the difference. Okay, there's an actual button that turns on the Blade. So first button is 1%. I got my lights on in here so you can't really see that much. Then we got 20%. Here's 40%. 60%, and we're looking pretty bright already. 80%. Wow. And here we're at 100%. That is a super bright light. Let's compare one more time. Here's 100% with the Blade. Now it's off. And that's the Current USA. Huge difference, definitely noticeable. The Blade is definitely much brighter than the Current USA. Let's leave the Current USA on and turn the Blade on. $20, $40, $60, $80, 100%. The Blade just overpowers it. So when I turn the Current USA off, you see a slight difference when it's just the Blade by itself. So while editing this part of the video, I realized that my own camera was playing tricks on me. And every time that I had the Blade on, it was actually so bright that the camera was darkening the room around the tank. If you notice that the walls were getting darker every time the Blade was on by itself, and when the Current USA was on by itself, the walls were actually brighter. Go ahead, go back, rewind, and check it out. But anyway, I am also going to show you a pretty cool comparison. By the way, this is the Blade on right now. If you can see, I made myself very dark. I turned the lights off in the room so I can try to get a good depiction of how bright the Blade is when it's on by itself. As a comparison, I took the light off the 210, moved it over to the 150. So this is the 210 right now with my Current USA lights, which look great. I like the way they look, and compare it to the 150. Huge difference in brightness. If you take a look at both tanks, look at the difference. Now I know what most of you are going to say. The 210 has black substrate in it. So that's why I'm showing you this first. Let's swap it. Now we're taking a look at the 150 with my usual Current USA lights that look absolutely great. You can tell, but when I pull back a little bit, look here on the left side of the frame, you can see how much brighter it is than the right side. And the reason for that is this. This is the Blade right here. Look at the brightness of that compare it with the 150. Very clear difference in how bright and how clear the blade is. That is a phenomenal bright light. The colors on the fish are exploding. Check Gordo out. On fire. Everybody. The good thing is that I can compare it right away to the 150. The Current USA is beautiful. Gives it that nice glow. By the way, these are at 100% light. All the colors are fully bright. While the blade is at 100% as well. You guys be the judge. So not only do these lights look fantastic, but they got a great app, the My AI app. You open that up, it says welcome. Hit the plus sign, and you're gonna add an AI light. It asks you to name the tank. So we're gonna go with African Cichlid tank. Hit next. It searches for your device, and immediately it finds the blade Freshwater light. Choose that. We go next, and it configures the device right away. Setup complete. Now we're in control of the tank. We hit lights on. Let's go 1 minute. Bang, check that out. We'll go live demo. And we can control the color of the light. Go all red. Look at that. Let's go all this one. And of course you can combine them however much of each light you want. And it will adjust the color of the tank. Or you can just go 100, all three of them. 100%, that's all the lights all the way on. Look how quick it responds. Immediate response. Very nice. We also got enable schedule. So you can set your schedule super simple and easy right here with the easy button, easy setup. And here you set your sunrise time, your sunset time, and how much time you want it to ramp up when you get to your sunrise. Now, once you got your schedule set, you hit the dashboard, you go back and you enable your schedule. So it's 9:38 right now, and that's the light that it's scheduled. But can you guys see how responsive this thing is? You hit lights on, you choose a time frame, boom, it's on. You hit enable schedule in your app, boom, it's gone. Super responsive, very quick. So for the rest of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the lights on, let's say 30 minutes. There we go. Before we move on to the Wavemaker, I do need to add this caveat. These lights are not cheap by any means, but I can tell you that they are worth what they cost. The quality of the light, physically, the light itself, the functionality of the app, all of it shows the quality that was put into making these lights, which I'm going to assume that also means that the life longevity of these lights are going to last as well. This company, AI, is more on the reef side of things, and they're coming over to the freshwater side, but they're bringing that quality of equipment that you usually find in the reef side of the world. They're bringing that same quality over to the freshwater. So don't say I didn't let you know. Don't say I tried to hide it from you. These are not cheap lights, but you are gonna get what you pay for. So we got the Blade freshwater light going on the 210 and the old Current USA going on the 150. You guys can judge for yourself while we go into Wavemakers. We got the Nero 5 Wavemaker, which is 3,000 gallons per hour, and we got the MP40, which is 5,000 gallons per hour. I'm not gonna do both. Which one you think I'm gonna do? That's right, we're gonna do the MP40. It's too late to do both, we gotta do one. Maybe in a future video, if you guys really wanna see it, I'll do the Nero 5 as well, unboxing, testing. But right now, I wanna open the big box. Let's go. That's pretty. Vortech. Download Mobius from your app store to get started. All right, let's do that. Got some stuff in here, guys. This is heavy duty Wavemaker. It's got some weight to it. Magnets right here. This has some weight to it. Let's check how strong this magnet is. Oh boy. That's a magnet. One more time. Oh boy. I see they include this nice little mesh to help prevent fish from getting in there. It's nice. That's a strong magnet. I like it. Looks like here's where we're going to control our waveforms and our power. Very nice. Comes with some spacers depending on how thick your glass is. Here's a really thin spacer. Here's the old Uniclef Wavemaker out of the tank. Not gonna lie, it's done a good job. We're gonna see what the MP40 is about. So I'm using the thin spacer. You peel the backing off of it and you put it right onto the unit. Sticky side on there, and now you got the nice rubber side that's gonna go on your glass. This here is called a mounting tab, where you wanna place it directly above where the Wavemaker is gonna go. So the cord will go straight up 12 o'clock and be zip tied right to this. And yes, the MP40 does come with all the zip ties and Velcro that you need. We won't be needing the mesh because we don't have little guys that's gonna fit inside of here. Right, it's on there pretty good. I do have to say right off the bat that this does already look way better. It's a much lower profile inside your tank. All you see is the blades, the back end. It's just a magnet hanging out the back of your tank. Cord zip tied to the top. Very nice looking low profile. Looks like it's just hanging there on the glass. All right, I'm trying to get the angle of the surface so you can see the Wavemaker. About to power it on. Let's see what we got. Right now you see a little bit of waves on that surface. That's from our FX6 outputs. Let's see what happens when I power this Wavemaker on. Here we go. There it is, just kicked on. And it doesn't look like we're at full power. Let's go full power. That's full power there. It's completely quiet, don't hear a thing. Check out this waste at the bottom, it's going nuts. The fish get out of the way for a second. There you go, check out that pocket of detritus just moving like crazy. It's dancing right now in the tank. And that's what you want out of a Wavemaker. You want that detritus always moving. You want it to float up into the water column so you can find your intake. So right now that's doing a great job of that. Handling that surface pretty well. Now I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there is a bunch more detritus floating around in my water column right now. Especially down here in this corner where it usually likes to pile up. It's just in a little tornado type vortex right here in the corner. But all throughout the water column, I just see a bunch of pieces of detritus floating around that wasn't in the water column a few minutes ago. It's obviously a more powerful Wavemaker than the one I had. The Uniclef was a 3,400 gallon per hour. This is a 5,000 gallon per hour. So it's definitely pushing more water. It's got a lot more flow. But my concern was that because of its design, where it just sits flat on the glass, I may not have gotten as much surface agitation as I wanted. I may not have gotten as much pull of the detritus that I wanted. But I can see that it is doing both, because all of this detritus that's now floating around in my water column is detritus that was trapped somewhere in the tank. Look at that detritus dancing. That is what you want your Wavemaker to do to the waste and detritus, poop, uneaten food, everything hanging out in your tank. That's what you want it to do so that it can eventually find your filter intake. So the MP40 Wavemaker has its own app called Mobius, guys. We're gonna go into Mobius. And it's the same deal. You're gonna log in. I'm already logged in. We're gonna hit the plus sign because I haven't set anything up yet. It's gonna say name your tank. I'm gonna go with African Cichlid tank. I'm gonna hit next. And it already found the Wavemaker. So we're gonna select that one, go next. Low battery, of course. It's connecting to the device through Bluetooth. getting network info, setting group, bam, setup's complete. Add a passcode to your tank to protect your tank from being modified by others. I like that. Passcode set. And here we go with the modes, guys. You can set all your modes from the Wavemaker right here. Green, constant speed, short pulse, gyre, whatever that does, nutrition, transport, reef crest, tidal swell. So take a look at the top. It looks like it's off right now. We're gonna go ahead and go constant speed. Once you select how much power you want out of it, you select your time of the day. Right now I got it all day long. I set it to high and I'm gonna go active. And check out the Wavemaker. You see the surface agitation, it kicks right on immediately. So these toys were sent to me for testing and review, and I really like them both. But remember, this is just an unboxing video, guys. A real quick setup and install just so you can see what the Blade Freshwater Light looks like and what the Vortech MP40 Wavemaker can do. Now, if you wanted more details on either one of these products or both, just let me know and I'll make that detailed video. We'll go over all the specs, all the options, including everything that you can do in the app for each one of them. I'll get it all to you. But if you want more product review videos right now, check that playlist out right there. You're gonna enjoy it. See you on the other side. Peace.